think about it just logically. Imagine you have a food environment that is, very hyper palatable foods, high calorie density, etc. But then you also combine that with the fact that you are a smaller individual, so you already have less calories. Like you're just smaller. Like I weigh whatever 95 kilos. If you weigh 60 kilos, like me just living, I burn through way more calories, right? So there's that, right? But then also you combine it, the food environment is suggesting you to eat way more calories than you're able to for that body weight. But then also we decide, you know what would be great? Sedentary jobs, right? So we then have the situation where it's like the calories inside of things, not great because the food environment is saying, let's eat loads. The calorie outside of things is you're a smaller individual and you now have a sedentary job, right? So fat loss for individuals, if you're literally fucking a 55 kilo female and you want to even lose like 2 kilos of body fat, not uncommon to have to be on 1100 calories, And I know in social media these days, you're like, oh my God, 1100 calories, your coach must be fucking awful for putting you on that. I'm like, there's no way around it for some individuals. It's like you shouldn't feel bad by virtue of the fact that you just have to eat less calories because you have a sedentary job, because you are a smaller individual, because the food environment is, difficult to navigate as well. It's like it's just the way it is. Now you can obviously go for a much slower fat loss phase and be like, right, I have a maintenance of 1500. I'm only going to go into 1400, but then you're literally dieting for 2 years to lose 2 kilos. And it's like, you'd be better off just eating 1100, getting it done in fucking 8 weeks, So it's like, we have to look into those things a little bit deeper, so that's a lot of, again, if we stopped it here, you'd go away from this podcast knowing that, okay, that's the difference. There's the difference between men and women in terms of fat loss, right? But